How's it going, folks? Pierso86 here, bringing you a Let's Play of a game called Wayward Souls. If you've been following our Death Road to Canada series, this game is made by Rocketcat, which is the same group that made Death Road to Canada. So when I heard about this game, I was definitely excited to give it a try. I did a couple of just short plays, didn't get very far on Blythe here, the warrior. So I'm going to try a different character right now. I just wanted to basically make sure that I kind of had the controls down. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to try the Mage character, Abby. And let's see, we've got a few coins. Basically, as you play the game, it's basically supposed to be a spin-off of the classic dungeon crawl games. And it's supposed to be a random dungeon every single time for replay value. There is a story to the game, and as you dungeon crawl and get through areas, you get more of the story. So with these coins here, we can... Oh, my bad. Can hit Y for upgrade. I'm using a Steam controller. This game translates quite well to a Steam controller. So let's see. Faster energy regeneration. That sounds good for a mage. Bestows a chance of conserving a robe or tome charge. Recover more health from fountains. That's always a good one to have. You do find fountains along the way that will restore your health, and they're kind of few and far between from what I've seen. Alright, so we're going to the mines. Let's start dungeon crawling. Cursed Hollows. Oof, did we get inside the tower? Gracie? Gracie, where are you? I don't know who that is, but... Oh, cool, we launched like little blasts. Well, I can definitely see that the mage has less health than the warrior. It makes sense, the warrior's built like a tank. So, as you can see with this game, it's definitely got the like 16-bit, like almost like the Super Nintendo graphics to it, like Death Road to Canada did. I haven't seen the kind of customization, like custom sprites and stuff, like Death Road to Canada has. And as you can see, we got some baddies over here. These guys are waiting to throw boulders at us. Since we're a squishy mage, we're going to want to keep our distance. And it looks like we've got like some special magic or something. Let's see what this does. Okay, like a fire blast. And that was like a wind gust, or... I don't know what that was. A CGI hand fart? Something like that? Okay. I think we're making do with the little blasty thing here. I was kind of hoping you could whack someone with a staff or something, but that doesn't seem to be a thing we can do. Oh, and then we got some big baddies over there. Ooh, skeleton. I haven't seen a skeleton yet. He throws pieces of himself at you. And as you can see, enemies drop coins. So basically, my assessment of what I've seen so far is that you dungeon crawl, you try to get as far as you can. Some of the encounters do get pretty hard. Which does have kind of like that older video game feel to it, because I feel like games back in like the 80s and 90s were a lot more challenging than what we have today. They didn't spoon feed you as much. So I feel like with this game you just try to do a bit better each time. Lifter storage, entry prohibited. So we'll see how well we do. Oh, I just got owned by a boulder. That was careless. What I like to do with these guys, works better when you're playing as the warrior, is I actually like to try to catch them on a corner. Because with the warrior, he's got kind of like a swinging, cleaving action. So you can actually like just trap a lot of enemies on a corner and just hit them that way. Although with these guys, we've got the advantage of long range right now. There we go. So yeah, it's kind of a cool little... Oh, I'm just getting owned by those boulders. Oh, and I don't think... Oh, cool. Apparently if you hold down Right, I forgot about that. If you hold down the A button, the warrior can do this too. You get like a charge-up attack, kind of like Legend of Zelda. Like the warrior's attack is like a lunge forward, powerful swing, whereas this seems more like a, I don't know, magic missile? Ultimate magic missile. Something like that. I'm sure there's a couple of D&D jokes in here somewhere. Alright, let's take care. Not exactly sure what these guys are. They almost look like something out of Transformers or something. I think they're like rock golems or something. Not sure if they have a name. If this was a classic 90s game, it'd probably come with one of those old school instruction books where they have all the names of the enemies listed in the book. I enjoyed that about old games. That was one thing I looked forward to with like old Super Nintendo games, was you get the instruction manual. Like I remember, I think it was Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. You get an instruction manual and it had all the items, like the boomerang and the hook shot, just all the stuff you could look forward to finding, and all these different names of enemies and lore and stuff like that. I feel like you don't really get that with some of the games we have today. Oh, yikes. Chew on that. Bad touch. Bad touch. Once you get used to the enemy's movement patterns, it's not too bad. That enemy I've never seen before, though. It might be possible that you get different enemies depending on which class you play. I'm not sure. I'm definitely new to this game, as you can tell. These here give you health. These here are like Star Trek style teleportation pads, so you can teleport to different points in the dungeon. That can be handy for sure. Like the same thing, back to the beginning, back to where we were. Alright. Is this a puzzle or something? Oh, here's something. Oh, these look like zombies. It's shitty that you can't fire diagonally. That would be really handy if you could. Oh yes. Give us all the loot. All the loot. Okay, well I don't think there's anything for us down... I don't think there's anything for us down here. So let's teleport back to the beginning. And we'll see what else we can... Oh, here we go. More baddies down here. Oh, these bats are easy to kill. They're just not the easiest to hit. There we go. We got this asshole here. That's right. Still not really sure what that skill is. It's like a wind... Whatever it is, it totaled a minecart. Oh, come on. Alright, charge up shot. Here we go. There we go. Huh. Yeah, so... It's kind of a fun, simple little game. I mean, this is only my third time playing it, first time playing the Mage, and it's definitely one of those games, very simplistic in nature, but addictive. Like, I find even when I horrifically died the last couple of times I played, I did okay on my second run. I found myself wanting to play more, but I didn't want to play it too much without sharing it with you guys, because I want to give anybody who might not have had an opportunity to try this game, or maybe never heard of it, to check it out for themselves. You can pick it up on Steam. I believe I paid $13.49 for it, and I wouldn't have found out about it if I hadn't have. Basically, the last time we booted up Death Road to Canada, it gave us a notification that the game had come out. Okay. So to anybody tuning in, definitely like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me in the comments what was your favorite dungeon crawler from back in the day. Did you have a particular game that you really enjoyed? My grandfather's fate is shrouded in mystery. I was told he was a great mage, but always distant. I don't even know how he passed away. His records were all erased from the institutions of the arcane Commonwealth with no explanation. Did he commit an unspeakable atrocity? Did he betray the Commonwealth? The mystery gnawed at me day and night. I think we're getting a slightly different story playing as the mage, because the one I was getting as the warrior was different. Oh, these are cool. So these statues here, they'll give you like a blessing. Saint Arceus grants you protection, so I think we're getting like a defense bonus right now. On the warrior, I've had like a haste bonus, and I've also had like a critical strike bonus as well. So I think it's random what you get. And that's another teleportation pad there. And door slamming behind you usually means there's trouble nearby. Oh, see some baddies down here. Let's give him a little present. Oh, that went right through the big guy and hit the little guy behind him. These little green guys down there, they make funny noises. They're like little moles. They almost remind me of the pebbler hedgehog dudes from Secret of Mana. They just kind of burrow around, move in the ground, and they throw little pebbles at you, so you gotta be really careful with them. Just... There we go. Hit them before they hit you. What else do we got? And of course, some doors have opened now. This game definitely has like a real... Almost kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda a little bit. Not as much on the puzzle front, at least not from what I've seen. But just that whole running around, door shutting behind you, gotta clear the room in order for the door to open again. Yeah, this guy I just downed here, you gotta be careful with them. They'll kind of go into like a stealth mode and then throw like little hatchets or pickaxes at you. Oh! Come on. Oh, crap. Fire blast. Fire be purged. The dragon's breath has you. Oh, shit. I don't know what these guys are, like miners or something. Coal miners who got laid off. There we go. Okay, ooh, we got a shiny chest. Any avid gamer knows that shiny treasure chests are a gimme. We live for the shiny chests and the good loot. It truly is the reward system that motivates us. These guys here, these almost remind me of if you've ever played any of the online Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy 11 or Final Fantasy 14, you've got the goblins, and they do a move called Bomb Toss, where they just like huck a bomb. Sometimes they screw up and they drop the bomb and they end up killing themselves. They kind of remind me of that, and those guys do blow themselves up when they die, so you gotta be careful of that. I gotta say, I kind of like the mage. She's, Abby's got shit figured out, it seems. And it's nice being able to hit people before they can hit you. With the warrior, you're kind of... The warrior does get some cool abilities. He's got, like, we've got our little spell tokens up there in the top right. The warrior gets shields to block hits. There was actually an achievement for blocking a hit at the last second with a shield. And the other ability is throwing like little tomahawk axes. Miner's cloth cap. There's also a bunch of hats in the game too. I'm not sure if they have any like deep significance to the game, but I think they're more just collectors' hats. One of many hats worn by miners. So that's one that I found when I was playing as the warrior. Antoine, infamous thief of Verroy, often paired up with other burglars to always seem to get... Oh no, the miner's cat was the one that I found just now, my bad. Oh, it looks like I did put on a hat. Look at that. The mage changed. There, we put on the miner's cap. Why not? We're in a mine. Why not? Oh, we got these little cat people over here. They make little cat noises when they die. It's kind of cute, but it's kind of depressing. Oh, that can't be good. I'm not sure if they're like berserked or they're gonna blow up or... Alright, I think we're maxed out on those little wind blasts. Oh, there we go. Gotta get like right close for that to hit. Okay. Even the sound effects really remind me of like Legend of Zelda, the little hit sound effects. Making me want to play some Link to the Past. Scroll of Earth Spike. The earth itself will gore the geomancer's foes. Molds the earth into a deadly spike to impale foes. Cool. We'll have to hang on to that for a rainy day. Where are we going? Okay, we're back at the... more or less at the beginning. Where do we need to go now? Let's try going up here. Oh, this is cool. So this here is a forge. And basically it allows you to do an upgrade. If you die and start over, you lose this upgrade. So this is kind of just like exclusive to the playthrough you're doing. So Mana Blade Arts. Flinging bolts of charged energy is an easy task for amateur magicians. To focus it into a blade of magic is much harder. Swings a strong magical blade to interrupt foes and reflect projectiles. These also reflect your weapon as well too. Discharges a strong short-ranged electric shock to damage and stun foes. Well, this one sounds like it doesn't really have any range. This one, shorter range, but still range. Yeah, so now our bolt has changed a little bit. Cool. Yeah, so you just get cool little upgrades like that. Let's get a little health boost here. So we don't have much health to begin with.